What is up, watch friends? Welcome to another episode of Talking Timepieces with Tony. I'm Tony. It's Friday, so you know what day it is, and I'm trying to be a little festive here and have the fireplace. It's Christmas, man, or it's almost Christmas. It's the 22nd, right? 22nd, yeah, of December. So time for the Q&A, and for people who haven't left a question or want a question answered, all you got to do, I do the Q&As every Friday night, and all you got to do is leave a comment or leave your question in the comments, and I'll feature it on an upcoming Q&A. Pretty simple. So having said that, I did get today, just literally, I just put it on my watch, my new Zenith Defy Skyline. I did get the beige, it's called the Dune, something strap for it. And to show it right now doesn't do it justice, man. This watch really, really pops with this new strap. Didn't come with a buckle or the deployment buckle. Well, it didn't come with any buckle, so I had to put the deployment buckle for my black strap on this one. But still expensive at 300, and I think with tax and everything it was like 345 bucks or something like that. So, but still makes the watch look really, really cool and different, you know, than any other Defy that you see when out there. So, having said that, let's roll the intro and we'll get into the Q&A. All right. Whoa, shit.
You're watching Timepieces with Tony. Talking Timepieces with Tony. You're watching Talking Timepieces with Tony. Yeah.
Okay. So, this comes from David Matthias. This is from Instagram, but please don't leave me a comment on Instagram or a question for Instagram. I've said it like several times, but people still decide they want to DM me. I don't know why, when it's just leave the comment, because when I go into a DM, especially if you don't follow me, then I have DM requests, and I usually just delete those because a lot of it's spam and whatever else, so you're not going to have, you know, anyway, just comment below the question and I'll answer it. Friday question. This is from David Matthias. Do you think we're going to start seeing more Rolex for sale at an AD and offered to us regular customers, since the gray market is taking a big hit this year, especially after the Timepiece Gentleman scandal? Also, what are your thoughts on Harrods London Tudor exclusive Black Bay green dial? Is it a buy or not? I'll just go with that one first. Yeah, totally, man. The Black Bay 58 green dial Harrods is cool. It's, you know, I mean, they're not rare. You know, you can pick them up, but, whoa, my fireplace has commercials, man. Oh, I can't stand this dude. I do not want a wristwatch. I want a fireplace is what I want. Yes, on the Harrods 58. As far as our Rolex is going to be easier to get, basically, some ADs are selling them. You know what I mean? And you know, you're just not going to get a Daytona or a Batgirl right off the bat. Batgirl right off the bat. But yeah, I mean, you know, Timepiece Gentleman scandal's got nothing to do with what Rolex are doing. All right, they don't fucking care who he is. You know what I mean? The gray market took a hit. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the gray Timepiece, Anthony Ferrara, whatever, he's locked up. He's in jail. Yeah, it puts a grayer cloud over the gray market, if you will. You know, maybe some storm clouds and thunder and lightning. But people are kind of a little bit loose up here. They got too much money and not enough smarts to realize that a lot of these YouTubers that are gray market guys are doing everything. The shit that they feed you guys about, well, you have to have a huge spend history at Rolex and this and that, and you come buy from us, and you're going, okay, let me do that, I'll buy from you. And if something happens, then you go, oh my God, I lost my watch. Well, you know what, there's a lot of legit gray market, you know, I wouldn't even call them gray market, just secondary market places, you know, there's tons of them. You don't need to buy from these YouTubers, you know. I think it's a bad idea, but do what you want. Thanks for your question. This comes from Niner, and he says, hey dude, question for when you get around to it. So basically, watch breaks, watch goes to Switzerland to get fixed, it's still there. My question is, when it comes back to the AD and they call me and tell me it's there, should I ask them to regulate it? And if so, how do I guarantee that they'd actually do it? I heard one bad story about watches coming back, plus minus out of whack. Minus out of whack. Well, they should do it when it's in service, bro. I mean, part of a watch breaks, you know, whatever it needs, they should just overall check that watch. Checking the regulation on it should be one of the first things they do once that watch starts running again. I think I told you with my my other Zenith Pilot on the green WIS strap was running 10 seconds fast, and it took them 2 minutes to check and demagnetize it. But they should regulate it. They should put it on that machine that tells how fast it's slow running or slowing or whatever it is. And I don't know what kind of watch it is, man. I don't know how many complications it has or if any, but they should do that. Or call the AD and tell them, make sure that the manufacturer regulates it. You know what I mean? Don't have to wait to get to the AD to do it. They should do it at the manufacturer. All right, man. Hope that helped. This comes from Patrolman Malik 3121. Hi, Tony. I'm been waiting for 1 year to get the Submariner at Bindi, but never call me. Can you please help me with Bindi? Thanks. All right. So, should I read the questions as they're given to me, or should I just read them as how I think they mean? I know what this means. He's been waiting for a year to get a Submariner at Bindi, but they haven't called you. Can I help you? No, I don't know who you are, dude. You might. I can't help you. Call your rep, dude. Follow up with them, you know? I mean, it's just, that's all you got to do. Just follow up. Don't be annoying. Just follow up. Go in. Check in on them. Do you have a spend? Have you bought anything from them? You don't need a huge spend history, as I've clearly showed you. My viewer Lewis, who got his very first watch, was an Explorer, and his second Rolex was a Batman. So, you know, but just go in, ask, follow up with your sales rep, dude. David Parrish Productions 5082. Dave, what's up, dude? Glad you like your new watch. Question for next week. Can you take us on a tour of your Batgirl and explain how the GMT functions work, especially the 24-hour bezel? Thanks, brother. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, man. I can, but I don't think it's going to show up real good. So, like, right now we have the GMT set at 4 o'clock. That's my local time. And the GMT hand is set 1800, which is 6 p.m. So we got 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's set at 6 p.m. So if I want to set the actual GMT, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the crown out. I'm going to unscrew it. I'm not going to pull it out once. I'm going to pull it out all the way. And that way, let me see if I can do this. That way, when I am winding it, now you can see the GMT hand moving. I'm actually setting the GMT hand. Okay, so I still have it set at 2 hours ahead, but I can set the GMT to whatever time I want. Then to adjust the time, say I don't want it to be 10 o'clock, then I'll push that crown in one time, and then it doesn't work, man. That's because I got it. Okay, there we go. So then now I want to set the hour hand, and I can set it either direction, and this is how you set the date too. So let me make sure I'm doing it the right way. Yeah. So now I'm setting the direction of the hour hand to whatever time I want it to be. Now let's say we've got this still set at 6 o'clock, and now I take a little quick flight where it's an hour, now it's say 5 o'clock. Then what I can do is I can rotate this bezel one time. See, now it's offset once. Now that's at 5 o'clock, so that tells me it's at 5 o'clock, or 4 o'clock, 2 hours, right? See? Does it make sense? I hope that made sense. And that was real quick, but that's just a rough idea, you know what I'm saying, of how you do it. So, cool. Thanks, David. I don't want to scratch it. No. Thanks a lot, Dave. Cooking with Watches 6628. Congrats with the purchase. I'm assuming you mean my Zenith. Defy Skyline. Yes. El Primero movement. Congrats with the purchase. Why do you need so many watches? Coming from someone whose channel is named Cooking with Watches 6628. I think you're joking, brother. If not, then question, I don't know. because I like them. Unsalada, Unsalada. Looks amazing. Do you recommend Zenith? I just love Rolex and find myself struggling to go other brands like Omega, IWC, etc. I don't recommend Zenith. I hate them. I just spent like 20 grand on Zenith watches this year. Terrible. No, dude, yeah, of course I recommend them. They're my like top 3 favorite brand. Favorite brand. They're awesome. Do it. Pull the trigger, man. You can't just be stuck up on Rolex your whole life, man. There's so much more to watches than Rolex, you know. But thanks for your question. Michael Louie, 74. Hey, Tony, great video. Beautiful watch, thanks. Does Zenith depreciate or hold its value? Rolex GMT Pepsi or Zenith Skeleton? Tough choice. Rolex does not hold its value. You lose quite a bit of money on the secondary market for them. And here comes another commercial with my fireplace. How authentic. Stupid. I need commercial-free fireplace, man. What, do they monetize that shit? Come on. Yeah, they depreciate, man. I mean, not like... I mean, I don't buy them for that reason or whatever, but, you know, it's like, yeah. Rolex GMT Pepsi or Zenith? Rolex GMT Pepsi or Zenith Skeleton? Well, I have a Batgirl, so I don't need a GMT Pepsi, and I got a Skeleton. That's your answer right there. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Crazy Joe Davola. Looking forward to Rolex changes in 24. I would like to see Rolex slim down the GMT lugs very slightly, similar to what they did with the Submariner lugs. I would also love to see a GMT with their black and gray bezel in all steel version. What are your thoughts? Yeah, sure, man. Why not? I mean, slim down the lugs. I don't know. The lugs are pretty. I think the lugs are pretty good on this, but you know, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. But the black and gray bezel, yeah, that would be cool. Thanks for your question. Of all the AD gifts you've received, which one is your favorite or your top 3? Oh shoot, that's a good question. AD gifts, I would have to say my Rolex pen, my Rolex Swiss Army knife, my Cartier wallet. I'm looking at probably those. Thanks, Meta Girl. Pan-seared ribeye 68. Which is better, German, Swiss, or French Swiss brands? I personally lean toward French side. Breguet, Tissot, Longines, etc. Their style and beauty just speaks to me, man. I don't freaking have a clue, man. I know German, I know Swiss, I know US, I know Japanese, German, French, Swiss, whatever, dude. They're either Swiss watches or they're not. You know what I mean? They don't classify themselves as we're German Swiss. We're different. You just see what I mean? It's like those other ones that are French Swiss are just a little like I don't know about them. You know, dude. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Yeah. But if you do, then that's all that matters, I guess. Thanks for your question. Antepara 1629. Love Zenith. Me too. Question for you. How do you feel about Swiss watches having parts made in Asia? According to COSC, for a Swiss-made label, there has to be at least 60% of the production costs are generated in Switzerland, so Omega could technically use a Chinese bracelet and still call it Swiss. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Thanks, and keep up the great work. Thanks, man. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it's really that cool. I mean, I know about the whole 60% of the value of the watch. It's not like I think 60% of the parts. I think it's 60% of the value of the watch. But I don't know. I've also heard Omega uses parts from Asia in their actual movements. So, you know, their part, like we want to call it Chinese or whatever. It's like, you know, I don't know who else does that. I don't, you know, analyze it that much, you know what I mean? If I like a watch, like for instance, I say Zenith, they're all in-house and they're all Swiss, everything's Swiss, you know what I mean? But if it had something, you know, would it turn me off? I don't know. It's really hard to tell, man. But in some cases, it probably would, depending on the brand, you know what I mean? So having said that, I appreciate everyone who has watched my videos, likes, subscribes. You guys are awesome. I will do one more video, I'm sure, before Christmas. So, but just wanted to wish everyone a happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that good stuff if you're, not able to view any of my next videos. So, all right, appreciate it, you guys. Take care.